Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how you can baby-proof drawers and cabinets. This is really simple, cheap, quick to do, and you don't need any tools whatsoever. This is what we're going to end up with. Can't open the drawer unless you have the key, which is magnetic, and then with that the drawer opens. And these locks are not visible when the drawer is closed. If you're watching this video, I'm sure you don't need me to tell you why you should be securing your drawers and cupboard doors, because children just love to get in there. I can think of 3 reasons straight away. First of all, they can access the stuff inside the drawers, and often they'll go straight for the things that you least want them to get. Second of all, these drawers, for example, are perfect finger traps. Not so much for an adult, but for a small child. We've got a daughter who's 1 year old. Her fingers would fit perfectly in this little gap. So if she were to put her hands here and then push forwards, she could really hurt her hands in these drawers. So we want to avoid that, of course. The third thing, if your child opens all the drawers, this can then fall and crush them. So after I fitted the door locks, I'm also going to be securing these drawers to the wall so that that can't happen. Here's the kit that we bought. It has 16 locks and it was £16. So very good value, and we're happy with the quality of these. In there you get 16 of the locks, 16 of the latches, 3 magnetic keys and 2 installation tools. You do get instructions with this, but as is often the case, they're not really very clear, so I'll show you exactly how these work and how to fit them in this video. Here's a view of the lock. Basically it's a spring-loaded lock, and this is opened with quite a powerful neodymium magnet. So we have a small hook section here which is kept extended by spring tension that engages into a latch which is located underneath here. In the locked position the latch is like this. Then when you come along with your neodymium magnet, the hook drops down and that releases the lock. Another nice feature about these locks is that you can disable them. So if your child's not around, you can flick a lever and the lock is disabled. Another nice feature of this system is that it adheres to the internal surfaces of your furniture. So in future, if you ever want to remove these, you can do, and you won't be left with any ugly marks on the outside of your furniture. So to install these, you get the installation tool, you get the latch, line it up with the center. That just clicks into position. Then you get the lock and push that into position there, and that is now ready to install. There are 2 different ways to install these. You can either install the lock in the middle of the drawer like this, or on the side, and which one you choose sometimes depends on the drawers themselves. If this piece of wood here isn't very deep, then you may be better going on the side. If I was going to install this lock on the side of this drawer, then because it's taller than it should be, I would just have to cut down the side of the lock there. That wouldn't interfere with the operation of this, but it would just mean that I could install it that way here if I wanted. However, because I've got enough depth of wood here, I'm going to install this in the centre of the drawer. So we have the tool set up as described before. I'm going to remove the backing from the self-adhesive section here on the latch. Now this is very, very sticky. You want to make sure there's no dust where you're fitting these, and the depth that you want to go back is equal to the depth of the wood that's facing you. So this section of drawer here, I need to get the same depth. I've done this before here, so I kind of know what depth I'm looking for. And then you push up, and this can be pushed nice and hard. Then you remove the backing from the self-adhesive here, and then all you have to do is gently close the drawer. Then when you open the drawer, the lock is stuck into the correct position. However, what I have found is that it's helpful to move this up a few millimeters after you've done this. But let's start off by removing the installation tool. So you just peel that away, and let's check how this is working. Yeah, as you can see, it doesn't lock there. So what we have to do, from what I've found fitting other ones of these, I believe it's best to peel that off, keep it in the same position laterally, and just move it up about 2 millimeters, and then stick it back on again. We'll close the drawer and see what happens. Okay, that's working perfectly. Now if I try and open the drawer, it won't open, it's locked. Unless you use the magnetic key, in which case it opens. So once you're happy with the position of these, if you push them really hard, that will make sure they're well stuck. And these don't get their full strength until 24 hours after you've fitted them, so bear that in mind if you've got children coming to test the effectiveness of these. As you can see, fitting these only takes a couple of minutes, so you can do an entire house in a very short space of time. And provided you're not having to trim them down, you don't need any tools at all, which is very nice. These same locks can be used to secure cabinets too, in a kitchen or a bathroom, and in this case I could fit the lock either underneath here with the latch behind, or potentially on the inside there with the latch down on the shelf there. So they're very versatile and very easy to use. The set also comes with a couple of adhesive backed holders for the magnets, so you can peel off the back and then stick this somewhere out of reach of children so that you always know where the key is. Well, I'm very sorry, Emma. You're going to have to find yourself a new game, aren't you? Okay, let's close the drawer. Watch those fingers. Right then, can you open it? Uh-oh. They're not going to open anymore. Not without a special key that you can't reach. That's okay, darling. We've got lots of other things to play with. You can play with your toys instead of our socks. Say bye-bye, Emma. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye. Good girl. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I've put links in the description of this video showing you where you can buy these from, and I hope that you found this video useful. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video, and until then, don't forget, love life.